Today's story will give you the goosebumps. World highest road at 19,024 feet. Chest pain that felt like a heart attack.
My heart is paining, man.
And 4 friends pushing the human limits. This is the day 12 of Manali to Umling La cycling trip, and we will conquer Umling La today. Hey all, we were in Chismule, which is called the gateway to Umling La top, and today we are going to climb Umling La top, the ultimate challenge. It was 4:30 am when we woke up. We had breakfast at 5. Each one of us was under stress and we were lacking the confidence. We were not sure if we will be able to make it on bicycle or not. At exactly 5:30 am, we were standing on the start line. We started the ride despite all our fears.
It's windy today, so we all are wearing the warm clothes, jackets and all.
Why this video is special. So when I was planning this cycling trip, I was searching on YouTube videos. I wanted to know about the routes to Umling La Pass, but unfortunately there was not even a single video which talks about route information. So I thought I will make a detailed video, kilometer by kilometer, sharing the road condition.
Covered first 1 kilometer, it's easy peasy go. Nothing to worry.
When you watch this video, you will have complete clarity about the route and you can prepare before coming here. This video can be a Bible for planning Umling La top on bicycle or a walking trip.
2 kilometers completed. It's a mix of up and downs and there's a steep climb. It will be 5 on the scale of 1 to 10. So this is the 3rd kilometer which we are covering. It took us around 30 minutes or so. First sunrise of the day. 1 more kilometer completed. 22 more to go. We are doing almost 1 kilometer in 10 minutes.
You calculated?
I'm doing it.
Great.
Yeah. ये 4th kilometer है जो complete कर रहे हैं.
The army help. Did you see that army truck? We met an army officer yesterday. He helped us to rescue from a very difficult situation and he also provided us the juice and the biscuit. He said if we want, we can come back from Umling La on the army truck. This truck will return at 12 o'clock from Umling La top and this can bring us back to Chismule. So we had a backup plan. We were planning to complete the climb before 12 p.m. and we could use this vehicle and save time.
मेजर साहब कुछ और भी कह रहे थे कल, भूल गए? ग्लूकोज वगैरह मत ऐड करना, प्लेन पानी पीना, सिप सिप करके.
बात तो सही है.
ठीक है.
वो इसलिए कह रहे थे क्योंकि ज्यादा प्यास लगती है.
हाँ.
ज्यादा प्यास लगती है.
इससे फिर कहते हैं वो प्यास बढ़ती रहती है अगर ये चीजें करोगे.
The chest pain problem. If you have seen the previous videos when I was going from Mahe to Neoma, I had excessive chest pain. I had symptoms of pre-heart attack.
The first one, the cold sweat.
My this hand is very heavy.
My this chest, it's very heavy here. I feel like something is pressing it down. And the third one, here I'm having the pain.
I visited the hospital.
हॉस्पिटल है.
Okay.
ये सिर दर्द के लिए.
ये जब होगा
सर
हेडेक होगा तो ये और ये
MS जब आपको एल्टीट्यूड की प्रॉब्लम हो.
जी. And from last many days when I was riding here, I was facing the chest pain issue. So when I was climbing at this point, somewhere deep down, I heard something in my chest. This created a very high level of pain on the left side.
My heart is paining, man. Last 100 meter on 5th kilometers. Very tough. Almost killed me. And let me show you the climb. See, man, it's deadly. I was feeling something is choking my heart. Very bad. This was tough. Because of this one climb, it should be 5 on the scale of 1 to 10. Cannot ride. Over 5 kilometers. This is a milestone.
I found no improvement. I shared this with my group members.
ऐसा लग रहा है सीधा यहाँ से ब्रीथ कर रहा हूँ मैं, यूं मर गया मैं यार इस बार तो.
रेस्ट. डोंट पुश.
दर्द भी हो रहा है यार इसके अंदर.
नो. बैठ जा यहाँ पे 10 मिनट. यहाँ आ जाओ.
I have never had this feeling, man. मैं सांस ले रहा था यहाँ पे दर्द हर ब्रीथ के साथ और अभी तो हैवी. Shit.
How are you? Take it easy.
चल के देखता हूँ. Let's see what happens.
Amit,
Yeah.
if you're not feeling well, my suggestion, descend immediately.
और मुझे नहीं पता लग रहा है कि मैं कितना वेल हूँ कितना नहीं हूँ.
Option 2, take rest and then decide.
ठीक है.
This is not.
Take some rest and then decide.
एक गियर आपके पास अभी और बचा हुआ है. You can take it that.
हाँ. अभी क्लाइंब नहीं था ना इसलिए इसको रखा.
Take it the easiest gear. विशाल तेरी शादी होगी? किसी यूट्यूबर से करा लियो। वैसी फीमेल यूट्यूबर ढूंढ ले।
वैसे ही भरा पड़ा है। वो क्या हो जाए?
हंसाओ मत यार, दर्द हो रहा है।
सोच वो क्या करेगी? कहेगी एक्शन।
जाके चेक करो रिकॉर्डिंग शुरू हुई कि नहीं हुई।
ये फ्रेम अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है।
एंगल चेंज करके
हो गया है मेरा, निकल जाओ तुम यार। निकलो जल्दी निकलो।
This is 6 kilometer milestone. Comparatively 5 to 6 will be easy after that hard climb where I felt a heart pain. This will be 3 on the scale of 1 to 10.
One more reason why I was concerned about my heart attack symptoms, when I was sleeping around 2:30 a.m. in the deep sleep, I could hear my heartbeats and they were out of control and very fast. All this was giving me a signal that something is not right, something is about to happen. I always listen to the signals which I receive from the universe and I was not sure what to do. The dog attack.
That's a shepherd campsite.
This is when a group of shepherd dog from a shepherd camp started charging on us.
Aaya. Come. Ho.
We managed to escape safely from the dogs.
So covered 7th kilometer. This is the milestone. It was comparatively easy.
अभी हमें 2500 फीट ऊपर चढ़ना है। अभी हम हैं 17.5 पे। उमलिंग ला पास का टॉप था, उस एलिवेशन पे है हम।
मतलब ये लगा लो 30% एलिवेशन हो गया हमारा।
तो 70% बाकी है।
और आई थिंक हमने 25% डिस्टेंस कवर किया अभी तक।
7 किलोमीटर का
25 लगा लो क्योंकि एलिवेशन अभी तक आया नहीं अच्छा।
गुड।
मैं थोड़ा स्लो रहूँगा, बस लोड नहीं डाल रहा अपने टांगों पे और हार्ट पे। Covered 1 more kilometer. This is the 8 kilometer milestone. It was comparatively easy. We're still riding, doing that zigzag. My condition is really bad. Whenever I take a long breath, I feel pain on my chest, especially on the left hand side. I'm waiting for the second symptom, which is like having a current in your fingers on the left hand. If that happens, I might decide to go back because that will be a big risk of my life. I'm not having it right now, so I'm continuing. Covered 9 kilometers exactly in 2 hours. Started 5:36. This is 7:36. Climb was okay, not very tough, not very easy. But I can see further there's a climb. I'm going very slow, and that is because I'm really not sure. So this hand, it's having a kind of a heaviness. When I pick it up, I feel it's very heavy. So not sure it is because of that one of the symptom of heart attack, but that current sensation is still not there. Let's see. I'm really struggling right now.
We used to take stop after each 500 meters.
बच्चों को हम सुनाएंगे कि तुम्हारे बाप ने क्या क्या किया था। उसके बाद एलिवेशन और स्टीप हो
मैं
जाएगा।
भी वही देख रहा हूँ। मुझको पिछली बार यहाँ पे जब तुम निकले ना छोड़ के, तो मेरे दिल को आवाज आई कि मैं तुमको बोलूँ कि मैं वापस जा रहा हूँ। ऐसा मेरे दिल किया एक बार, फिर पता नहीं मैं क्या सोच के रुक गया। चल रहा हूँ अभी।
Don't push yourself.
Don't push yourself.
क्या करें? जिंदगी भर अफसोस रहे या
अरे अफसोस क्या रहे यार, उमलिंग ला टॉप ही है, बहुत सारे कवर किए।
चलो अब आए थे करने, घर से तो यही सोच के आए थे ना यार, उमलिंग ला जा रहे हैं। हर कोई को यही बोलते थे।
ऐसे करो, अगले 2 किलोमीटर चला लो।
हाँ चल के देखता हूँ ना, कर रहा हूँ तो समझ आ रहा है।
बिकॉज एलिवेशन ऐड हो रहा है। इफ यू फील अनकंफर्टेबल, माय सिंसियर एडवाइस, सजेशन, रिक्वेस्ट, प्लीज गो बैक।
वही करूँगा यार।
प्लीज डिसेंड।
मैं तो खुद देख रहा हूँ कि किस लेवल तक जाके
नीचे जाने में पेडल मारने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस आराम से बैठ जाना, बेंचों से ऊपर के पहुंच जाओगे।
यही करूँगा मैं, तो देख लेंगे। मुझे अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, क्यों कर रहा हूँ। अभी सब अंधेरे में मेरे लिए। So that is the 10th kilometer milestone which we have covered. It was a easy climb, and the technique which we are using, please you can also apply that. That is really helping. See, go left, go right, both the sides of the road. That makes the climb easy. Utilize it. Time is 8 o'clock. This was 11. And till now it was easy, but as I told yesterday by that measure, the real climb will start after 11 kilometer. We have to climb. There are the loops which are starting. So this will be the first loop, second loop, and then beyond that. So till 11 kilometer you need not to worry. After 11, be careful, especially into the condition in which I am right now. I cannot take even half breath what I used to take. So even if I go to the half level of my long deep breath, I feel the pain in the chest. Now it is spreading to that side. I can feel it into the middle also. I don't know if I'm doing a stupidity or what, but I'm doing it. I can't say why. There's no explanation, no reason. Maybe this will be the last ride of my life. I will not come back. Or maybe I will come back like a winner. I'm really not sure. That was the milestone there when I was standing. Taken a turn, first loop I'm climbing. This is how the second loop will take us to this side.
The climbing technique. Do you know what I used to do? I used to press my lower lip under my teeth. I breathed with the nose. Those were slow and short. I kept my eyes closed. Then I kept climbing. This was the technique which worked while climbing.
Time is 8:15. This is the third loop. 2 loops we have covered, and we have also covered 1 more kilometer. Chismol 12 kilometer now. I think going slow is the secret.
कल फिर सारा ग्रेवल पे चल रहे थे.
आगे आगे टफ है ना, पर हम 4 की एवरेज भी खींचेंगे तो 12 किलोमीटर 4 घंटे मैक्सिमम.
नहीं 4 की क्यों खींचेंगे?
क्लाइंब है ना यार.
अब जाएंगे ना.
1 more kilometer completed. This was a climb on the third loop, but it's doable. It will be 5 on the scale of 1 to 10. 50% is still we have to cover. Toughest part will be 18 to 21 kilometer route when we will be above 18,000. And for a human, it's almost impossible to breathe. I stopped because I felt a pain here in the heart. So I thought I should take a break. I was climbing on this throughout. This is between 13 to 14 kilometer milestone. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm riding into the trance. So I'm keeping my head down, keeping my eyes closed, and simply paddling. Yes, one more thing I'm doing is I'm holding my mouth shut so that I don't breathe heavily with the mouth, which I was doing earlier. I'm breathing with the nose only and keep the breaths very short. Yesterday there was a donkey, and now this is a yak. He is walking with us from last many kilometers. Can you see him, Rag? That is very strange, huh?
Everybody was totally exhausted.
Dangerous climb, man, throughout. I'm taking a stop after each 50 or 70 meters. I don't want to open my eyes.
This is common thing which happened at high altitude. That is why nurse at hospital gave me 2 tablets. I realized that this is the time to have it, and trust me, that really helped. That medicine worked.
This last 1 kilometer was the toughest one. It will be 8 on the scale of 1 to 10. See the kind of a climb. Further it's going to be get tougher and the toughest.
Single digit motivation. Distance came into the single digit. This really was a motivation.
It will be 9 more kilometers to the top.
से खोलूं?
I was the one carrying separate bottle of 2 liters. I was sharing it with my co-riders.
बचा के रखूंगा थोड़ा.
ये क्या हुआ भाई? हमारा तो आधा भी नहीं हुआ.
1 लीटर हो गया कि नहीं हुआ?
नहीं 1 लीटर का.
क्या बात है? मुझे I thought 1 लीटर हो गया.
बस 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 बस.
तो मेरी स्मेल कर दे यार.
खींचना नहीं है, एंजॉय करना है इसको.
देखो कौन बोल रहा है.
ये डिलीट कर दिया भाई. यहीं ऊपर जाके दूसरी वीडियो में मेरे 12 बजे हो गया. ऊपर तक मत करो.
मैं यहाँ मर रहा हूँ और तुम लोग मजाक कर रहे हो मेरे साथ.
हाँ बहनों और भाइयों, आज एक गाय घुस गई है घर के अंदर.
घर पे यूट्यूबर का निकला.
यूट्यूबर का निकला. उनको कंटेंट मिल गया. 1 लीटर गोबर लिक्विड शेप में. मालिक रो रहा था.
जब भी मैंने लंबी सांस ली है ना, मुझे लगा कि हार्ट बोल रहा है चुप.
देखो अगर ज्यादा हो रहा है तो पानी की बोतल दो नीचे की तरफ.
दे तो दिया पानी, तेरे को कितना चाहिए.
The toughest section. I want to share with all of you from Chismule 16 kilometer to 21 kilometer milestone. The ride is toughest.
Where you have to climb that jet-shaped curve that will take you on the top. Then again you have to climb and cross it. This will be the toughest part of the route. Be ready for it. It's 9:45. After climbing the steep up,
Soon we arrived to this signboard.
written, you are now higher than the Everest base camp.
You will find this board near the Chismule 17 kilometer milestone. This means
8 more kilometers to go. Between 18 to 21 will be very high, more than 80,000. And there you will feel the breathing issue. The toughest part for 3 kilometers is on the way.
we were higher than the Everest base camp.
It's a steep turn. See the kind of a climb it is.
Extreme altitude warning. The moment you reach Chismule 18-kilometer milestone, you will be above 18,000 feet from the sea level. This is similar to climbing the Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. At these kind of extreme altitudes, human body, it enters into the zone where long-term survival is impossible. So lack of oxygen begins to take serious toll. There is a real risk of developing life-threatening conditions like high-altitude pulmonary edema (HAPE) or high-altitude cerebral edema (HACE). What your body says, help, I cannot live here. Fighting two problems. So my situation was getting worse. I was facing two problems at the same time. One was the fatigue and second was the chest pain.
This was the turn. It made me so tired. So difficult, man. Once you go straight, again you have to go climb and reach to this point. That's the boat. Again there's a turn.
At 18-kilometer milestone, we stopped for some time. We had some dry fruits to gain extra energy. This way we refueled our bodies.
7 किलोमीटर के लिए
The group split. This was the time where our group got divided into two. First group was climbing ahead, Nishant and Tushar. Second group was me and Sandeep. We were left behind.
After 18-kilometer milestone, this is a very bad climb. No one is able to ride on it.
Exactly, this 18th kilometer climb will be the toughest one.
More than 18,000 feet. Oxygen level has also gone very low. So we are struggling now. Low oxygen is showing its impact on us. After a little climb, we feel tired, out of breath and stop. And this is happening with all of us. Can you see those loops climbing on that mountain? This is where we have to go, man. How we will climb. Very tough.
At this kind of altitude, your body says, save me, I cannot live here. So same things our body was telling us.
19 kilometer covered, 6 more to go. Into 19 kilometer, जो है ना, that is the longest kilometer, man. It will make you feel tired, sleepy, and lot more. You cannot even sit on your bicycle. You will feel out of breath always. 19,024 feet to reach. This is such a bad climb. Whatever the tactic or technique you use, it's going to fail. Nothing is working. 19 to 20, this 1 kilometer is even tougher.
Lots of difficulty here. Do you know what? Even walking with the bicycle at this point will make you feel tired.
20 kilometer milestone, 5 more to go. This is a way to climb. Our friends have climbed to the second loop. Last 1 hour, time is 11 o'clock. It feels like some power is pulling the bicycle back. You cannot pedal 3 or 4 and then you feel like somebody is pulling your bicycle behind. Bloody Umling La and its bloody road.
I made an anatomy. The person who is walking and the person who is cycling. So this kind of a climb where both walk and ride at the same speed.
1 pedal 1 inch. That's how the speed is. It's so painful, man. It's very, very painful. But देखो.
The loops. The next loop after 18th and 19th kilometer, that one was easy to ride in a way, but the next one was very difficult.
Again a difficult climb after a easy loop. ऐसे climbers पे कोई technique काम नहीं करती. All techniques are failed. 11:35 covered 21 kilometer.
This is when same army vehicle was returning.
आसाम. हाँ तभी पहचाना आपने. आसाम में करके फिर इधर आया.
अच्छा आसाम से आए हो?
आसाम कंप्लीट हो गया.
This was an indication that we could not make it to the top by 12 o'clock.
What a layer of loops you need to climb to reach Umling La top. Those all the loops are very, very difficult.
Now either you creep or climb, but here in Umling La, you do both. This is such a creepy climb.
Cover 22, 3 more kilometers. That is the mountain where we have to climb. This is the last loop. That is there. That one. That is the top. 2.5 kilometer ride more to reach there. No energy left, man. Very difficult. Shit, man. one more climb after this. Look, it's a hell. It's a complete hell.
Till now, I was thinking the fifth loop is the last one. But no, there is one more after that.
Completed one more kilometer.
Do you know what happens when you reach at the top and look beside you? You see all the mountain peaks which used to look very high. They are either below you or on your level. This is what was happening with me right now. I was on the top of the world. The final push. It was very windy at this place. From milestone, it is 2 more kilometers.
Till now, the climb is not ending, man. This is the last loop. I can see the top. It's not far. Look at the level of climb we are doing again. It's all bullshit.
The final kilometer. So this is the last loop I was climbing when I saw this green color signboard indicating Umling La top is only 1000 meter from here. That means 1 kilometer from here.
Last one more kilometer is comparatively easy. We don't need to paddle till now.
So this is when we saw Nishant and Tushar. They were sitting behind a pickup truck. They were returning. They had loaded their bicycles on that pickup. Victory at the top. So finally we made it to the top.
Finally reaching to Umling La top, world highest top. It's a ride where I'm not pedaling. This bicycle is going on itself. Okay.
It mentioned height of this pass is 19,024 feet. So we got the victory photo. The celebration and the descent. We celebrated that victory with a cup of coffee on the world highest cafe. So after having coffee there in the cafeteria, we started downhill ride to Chismule. We decided to come down by riding. It was really fun ride. It took hardly 1 hour to reach Chismule. From there, we loaded our bicycles into a pickup and reached Hanle. This is how our expedition of climbing the world highest pass on bicycle came to an end. It was a mission accomplished. Though the things did not go as we planned, but we were very happy because we made it. Finally, we could reach to the altitude of 19,024 feet. If you enjoyed this climbing story and if you find this information about climbing Umling La top useful, then subscribe to this channel, World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget, and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of my videos first. We made a perfect plan to cycle from Hanle to Umling La top and return on the same day, covering 140 kilometers. But it did not go as we planned. What happened? What made us suffer so much? That is a sad story. I'm giving you the link of that video here. After this, please go and watch. Take care of yourself. We will meet soon in the next video. Bye bye.